In-house counsel are very critical to the overall success of the organization. Anytime that you have a project, in this case a records management project, in order for it to be successful ultimately, it needs to have the input of counsel. My advice to the counsel would be that if you catch a word that a project is upcoming that has to do with records management or compliance or governance, that you make sure that you are involved in that process, otherwise it may not be successful. Records management is a large part of governance. It is certainly not all of governance. Governance covers many different areas and many different laws, many different agencies that are assisting us to do business correctly. But records management deals with the history of the organization and allows the decisions and the input that went into decisions to be available to future generations and to the courts and to the stakeholders. Records management is a large part of governance. In records management, it makes sense to automate those areas where there is a clear architecture of how to take a record and determine what the correct categorization should be. We call that auto-categorization. So if you can use the full text or the metadata or some other information to leverage that, then you can pull the humans out of the process and have a more accurate process and certainly a speedier process, which will allow the current resources to be able to do the job of categorization. Also, using computers to watch the clock. That is to say, many of the records management rules are based on time or based on events, and if we leverage the computer to watch the clock, that's certainly a place where automation should be used. Also, in identifying the records that should be disposed, by disposed I mean destroyed or assessed or transferred, by identifying those and pushing those to the records managers for disposition, you will be leveraging the automation. And of course, destruction is another way that of records, electronic records primarily, that we can leverage the automation in order to have a much more efficient system. Try to keep the computer working hard and the humans not working so hard.